migration. But although migration is a global phenomenon, there is still no global understanding of how to manage it. Today, people are moving more than ever before. There are presently around 258 million international migrants. That figure has grown rapidly since the turn of the millennium, when there were 173 million.
Migrants is someone who changes his or her country of usual residence, irrespective of the reason for migration or legal status. So while migration is a movement, migrants refers to someone who moves to other places in search of work or better living conditions. Population of migrants. The total estimated 281 million people living in the country other than their countries of birth in 2020 was 128 million more than in 1990 and over three times the estimated number in 1970. United Nations estimate puts the number of international migrants at just over 190 million, only about 3% of the global population. Migrants make up a significant percentage of the population of many countries. In the United States, the percentage of the migrants in the total population will reach 15% between 2020 and 2025.
Good day, I am Cheryl Enria Echeverria and I'm going to discuss to you the demographic profile of indigenous people. According to the NCIP, the total population of indigenous peoples in the Philippines in 1988 was estimated between 12 to 15 million. The NCIP, or the National Commission on Indigenous People, was an agency of the national government of the Philippines that was responsible for formulating and implementing policies, plans, and programs for the recognition, promotion, and protection of well-being and human rights of the indigenous people in the Philippines. So the commission was composed of 7 commissioners and it was attached in the national government and Department of Social Welfare and Development. So according to the NCIP, or the National Commission on Indigenous People, the majority 61% of indigenous peoples are in Mindanao, 33% resides in Luzon, and the remainder 6% are scattered among the Visayan Islands. The Summer Institute of Linguistics 14 estimated that there are 171 languages in the Philippines. Of these, 168 are living languages and 3 are instinct languages. When we say living languages, mano siya ang mga language na ato pang ginagamit or active languages. And when we say instinct languages, mano silang mga language na dili na nato ginagamit and dili na siya active, like Latin. Dili na kay siya ginagamit sa atong country. So, there are 4 indigenous languages with more than 5 million native speakers. First, the Tagalog, mo ni siya itong ginatawag na pambansang wika ng Pilipinas. Second, the Cebuano, like mo ni siya kung ginaistorya karon. And the third, Ilocano and Hiligaynon, which we commonly say Ilonggo. Hiligaynon, Ilonggo, mana siya, isa na siya. So the indigenous people with 1 million to 5 million native speakers are Bicol, Waray, Kapampangan, Maranao, Tausug, and Maguindanao. So the Philippines was divided into 7 ethnographic areas as set by the Indigenous People RISAC, or the IPRA, for representation in NCIP. First, Region 1 and CAR. Region 2, the rest of Luzon, Region 3, Region 4 part, and 5. Island groups, Region 4, 6, 7, and 8. Northern Mindanao and Western Mindanao, which are the Region 9, which is Zamboanga Peninsula, and 10, the Northern Mindanao. Southern and Eastern Mindanao, Region 11, the Davao Region, and Region 13, the Caraga Region. Central Mindanao, the Region 12, which is the Soc Sargent. So, unsa di ay ang IPRA, or what does IPRA means, or the Indigenous People Rights Act of 1997. So IPRA is one of the world's most advanced law when it comes to the rights of indigenous people. The IPRA mandates the NCIP to protect and promote the interests and well-being of the IPs with due regard to their beliefs, customs, cultures, traditions, and institutions.
Good day, ma'am and sir. My name is Remnars Dikito, discussing about genealogy. Genealogy is study of family origins and history. Genealogy is compiles of ancestors which they arrange in pedigree charts or other written forms. Means genealogy is about sa mga ninuno, mga ancestors, sa mga family origins and history, sa mga history sa atong mga ninuno. Then the word genealogy comes from the two Greek words, one meaning ways of family, means sa mga lahi nato ug sa atong mga family, and the other theory of science. This is derived to trade ancestry, the science of studying family history. Means that's all. Thank you.
Family history. It seeks to describe or explain, for example, why one branch of a family migrated while another stayed put, the vagaries of social and economic status over time. A family history as related to medicine is a record of the diseases and health condition of an individual and that person's biological family members, both living and deceased. Genealogy is an attempt to place individuals within family, ethnic, geographical groupings by analysis of DNA and its expression. Genealogy creates family history profiles between or among individuals by using DNA test results in combination within traditional genealogical methods. Why do people move? Tenure or better home, apartment 15%, new or job transfer 11%. To establish own household 10%, of family reasons other.
Types of migration. There are 6 types of migration, which is internal migration, international migration, seasonal migration, impelled migration, intercontinental migration, and intracontinental migration.
Hello, my name is Jaime Ordnisa, and I am here to report about the factors on why do people migrate. So as we all know, migration is the movement of people from one place to another with the purpose of changing their residence, either temporarily or permanently. So, why do people move? Nganong mubalhin man yun ang sa tao? Magpundo lang di. Bitaw, siyempre naapos sila yung rason, dili pa na sila mubalhin tungod kay trip lang nila. Naging sila yung rason or mga hinungdan or kuskuan factors. Nganong nag-migrate ang usa ka tawo. So naatay upat ka factors. Ang unang factors nato, safety factors, economic factors, environmental factors o social factors. Unang discuss na ako, safety factors. So safety factors, pag yung safety factors, sabi about ni sa tong safety nga di ta mabutang delikado ana. Safety factors: persecution and discrimination based on nationality, race, religion, political beliefs, or membership status in a particular social group will prompt people to move large distances in search of a safer living location where they can have freedom over their lives. So danger can be imposed upon individuals by something formal like war, or informal such as the widespread of gang activity. So mao kuno ni persecution and discrimination kung dakan lugar ka kay ginadiscriminate ka kay lahi kag tinuoan or mo to dili ka love dira sa imong kuanan mo to kuno na kag migrate kuno na kag balhin og puyo kay dili ka safe dirang lugar ka or naaba kay sa gipuy-anin mo naaba kay girang mahitabo or mahitabo ay palang or na ay mga gang nga sige away so dili safe. So mao toy rason nga balhin migrate mao tong factor, safety factors, migrate ang tao kay dili na safe sa iyang daan nga gipuy-an. Number 2 kay economic factors. So kung magsultig economic factors, magmunaan din nato kay kwarta, sweldo, mga anak presyohan. So economic factors, it is believed that in economic migration, people move from poorer developing areas into richer areas where wages are higher and more jobs are available. So common kay ni sa mga taga-bukid or taga-probinsya nga mobalhin moadtog kapag sa palaran lagi kuno adto sa syudad kay daghan og opportunities, daghang trabaho, mas dagko swelduhan. So mao to gikan sa poorer areas to richer areas kay daghang opportunities, sweldo. O kana pong mga OFW nato, mga Pinoy nga mobalhin sa laing nasod kay mas dag sweldo, mao to daghang trabaho. Gusto nila better quality of life, mas dagkong kita, mao nga mobalhin sila mo migrate. Mao to tungod sa economic factors. Number 3 kay environmental factors. So, pag yung environmental, limog sa palibot mga factors. So, environmental factors kuno kay increasingly involuntary. So, napugos dili gyud kayo nimo kabubuton bisag dili ka kabalhingon migrate na lang gyud ka kay kinahanglan. Causes environmental factors causes displacement or forced movement of people by social or environmental factors. Crop failure, pollution, natural disaster. Crop failure, for example, sa lugar ang gipuy-an kung walay mabuhing tanom kay ang yuta pati, ang klima pati, walay mabuhing tanom, so walay food scarcity. Then mga agricultural jobs kamay kayo sumabalhin ka atong mas daghan og mas nindot ng klaseng yuta, mas nindot ang klima nga lugar. So pollution pod, og dirang lugar ka baka abog kaayo kay naduol mo sa bulkan. Sumutag na ang mga bata sa pamilya, kinahanglan yung kaayo nga mubalhin og lugar kay health na ang gisgutan, importante kaayo. Pollution. The natural disasters. Kung nagpuyo baka kaduol sa dagat dayon, delikado kay tsunami or sige lugar ninyo sig agi typhoon, sige kapagyuhan or sige na naggalinog. So kinahanglan ikaw mobalhin kay natural disaster mo antay control ana man. So mo to nga involuntary yun kay bisag di ka kabalhinon, ugos ka kay ug di ka balhin. GG. Dayon last, social factors. Social factors grow from the human needs and desire to achieve a better quality of life. So, mas ganahan sila better quality of life. So, kung kaning environmental factors, involuntary, kinahanglan yun mobalhin kay kinahanglan mobalhin. Kaning social factors, kay mabuhi ka sila dili mobalhin, pero mas ganahan lagi sila og better nga quality of life. Kay sa ilang balhinan baka mas nindot ang educational opportunities, mas nindot ang ano dito, ang mga services na baka services nga dito ka available, or mga better nga healthcare, mas nindot baka benefits baka dito sa trabaho. Sumoto social factors, kay may balhin ka kay gusto nimong ma-achieve a better quality of life. So mao to ang atong upat ka factors nga nung naay migration nga nagahitabo: safety factors, economic factors, environmental factors, ug social factors. That's all.
Duration of stay differs on the immigrated country. So the third one is the illegal migrants. It refers to the migration of people into a country through means that violates the immigration laws of that country, or the continued residence of people without the legal rights to live in that country. So illegal migrants are mga undocumented
So I'm back and I'm going to discuss to you the two forms of international migration. First, the immigration. So immigration is a movement into or entry to a particular country for permanent settlement. Immigrants enters a country. So this explains na immigration is a movement nga mosulod ka sa usa ka country and dito na ka magpuyo, like dito na ka permanente nga magpuyo. Like for example, you're a Filipina and naminyo ka o isa ka Amerikano and gusto sa imong husband na dito ka magpuyo sa iyang country. For example, in the US, like kumubahin ka sa US, dapat naa kay papeles na himuon, tas dito na ka magpuyo, dito na ka mga permanent na magpuyo. So immigrants enters a country. Ang immigrants rather, musulod sa usa ka country. So second, the emigration. So emigration is a movement outside or exists from a particular country with the intention of not returning. So kani siya, isa na siya ka movement nga pagawas sa usa ka country, like wala na bud kay intention nga mobalik ka to nga country. Like same ra sa akong gi-example ganiha, you're a Filipina and balik ka sa US country, so dito na ka magpuyo, like dito na ka nga, dito resident na ka dito, so mawala na ka sa Philippines, dili na ka resident sa Philippines kay mabali naman ka sa US. Mana siya, so emigrants leave a country, like a person nga mohawa sa sa country o mobalik sa sa country. Mana siya. So how to remember between immigrants, like how to remember the difference between immigrants and emigrants. So immigrants begins with letter I, like immigrants letter I magsugod. If you associate I with in or in, you can easily remember that immigrate means to move into a different country. So the other hand, emigrants begins with letter E. So if you associate it with exit, you remember that it means that you leave your home country.
Two factors of migration. First factor, any human or nature factors that encourage or force people to leave a settlement or residence, like social force factors, political force factors, economic force factors, environmental force factors. Pull factor are factor in the destination country that attract the individual or group to leave their home. These factors attract people to a new place largely because of the opportunities presented in the new location were not available to them previously, like social pull factor, political pull factor, economic pull factor, environmental factor, like sa nga gingon nga kabilang sa mga halimbawa ng push factor ang digmaan, kawalang tatag sa politika, taggutom at tagtuyot. Bukod sa iba pa, kabilang sa mga halimbawa ang pull factor ang katatagan sa politika, maraming trabaho, likas na yaman, mas mahusay na mga institusyon sa pag-aaral at mas magandang klima. Sa huli, ang migration ay nangyayari dahil sa kombinasyon ng push at pull factor. That's all. Thank you.
Migration in both receiving and sending country. Workers who will work for low wages and are prepared to do jobs that local people do not want. Increase cultural diversity. Skills gaps are filled. Boost Odo local economy. Government tax revenues increase. Public services can benefit from an influx of qualified staff, doctors and nurses. Immigrant groups can increase birth rates. Negative impacts of global migration to receiving country. Pressure on public service such as schools, housing and healthcare overcrowding. Language and cultural barriers can exist. Increased levels of pollution. Increased pressure on natural resources. Racial tensions and discrimination. Local people can miss out on jobs due to increased competition from migrants. Migrants groups may not assimilate into local communities. Gender imbalance, usually more men migrate.
So, hello, I am here again to report about the positive impacts of global migration to sending countries. So, sending countries, it means so katuning mga country nga gigikanan sa mga migrant. So, kasagara ni katong mga developing countries pa ni. So, number 1, unemployment can reduce as there is less competition for jobs. So, ang unemployment ko mas mugamay na siya kay less na competition sa jobs kay nakuhaan ang tao lagi kay automing migrate. So, mga to positive impact. So, number 2, less pressure on natural resources including food and water. So, tungod kay gamay na ang tao, gamay na pud ang mugamit sa tubig ug sa pagkaon. So, maless na ang pressure atong mga resources. Ikatulo kay when migrants return, they bring new skills and knowledge. So, kato mga migrants nga miadtog laing lugar, kung nagbalik ato nila, so naat sila mga bag-ong kahibalo nga pwede pong i-share nila sa mga kuan nila, mga tao gikan sa ilang gigikanan nga country para mas daghan pa ang knowledge. So, magdala sila new skills and knowledge gikan sa ilahang giadtuan nga country. Then there is less pressure on services such as education and healthcare. So tungod to kay gamay na lang lagi ang tao kay mas mingamay ang tao tungod kay daghan aming migrate. Money is often sent back to family and friends. Remittances boosting the local economy. So katong mga padala nila kay magkuan to mga remittance, makakuan po to sa ekonomiya sa katong sending countries or katong country nga gigikanan nila katong kwartang ilang gipadala para sa ilang pamilya o mga amigo. So kung naay positive impact, di po gini siya mawala ni negative impact sa global migration sa sending country gyapon eh. Negative impact. There are fewer people to pay tax, so it could increase. So tungod lagi kay gamay na lang ang tawo namuyo anang lugar ka. So gamay na lang ang mobayad og tax. So unsaon man to? So patas-an na lang ang tax. So mo to yung negative impact pod kay mas mutaas ang tax nga bayron nun sa mga tawo. And fewer skilled migrants, as those with skills and education tend to be people who migrate. This is also known as brain drain. So, kay kasagaran mo migrant pod, kay kato man po na ay kahibalo, katong maayo pod kay maatugod to slag laing nasod no. So, dapat nato sa kahibalo pod. So, wala na pa mahabilin noon atong sending countries nga kahibalo kay mga bukot-bukot na lang pod kay ang atong mga na-skills, na-knowledge, educated, mo ato mag laing nasod or laing lugar. So, also gitawag ka na siya og brain drain. So, brain drain could have a negative impact on economic development. So, tungod lagi atong brain drain, so, negative impact ang dala ato sa economic development. Kay, ang mga skilled nga, mga kuha na to, tao, kay to namalhin maglaing lugar. Then, families separated by borders. So, makani, negative impact ini. Kay, ang pamilya lagi sa atong na-migrate na magina mabilin, di magina ingong magkuyog yung tanan. Mas-separate sila sa borders kay ning migrate to ilang kapamilya. So there are gender imbalances as it is often males who move. So kay kasagara man laki ang mo migrate mo abroad, na ay gender imbalances kay syempre mo to kasagara laki, so mas daghan ang bayi nga mahabilin. So na ay gender imbalances. So mo to negative o positive og negative impact sa global migration sa sending a country. So, diri na punta sa impacts of global migration on migrants. So, impacts po ni atong mga tao nga namalhin, atong mga migrants. So, napunta positive impact. Positive impact kay the opportunity to get a better job. O, sumimbalhin ka dito kay, usapin sa kason, to have a better job. Dayon kaduha, improve quality of life. Kay mas dako alay kuno sulduhan dito, mas daghang opportunity, so improve ang quality sa imong life. Safety from conflict. So example, og naay gubot dirang gikanan nimo nga lugar. Mabalhin ka, so safe na ka. Good. Positive. The opportunity for better education. Og adto ka sa laing lugar, syempre di magita imong mobalhin nga mo downgrade ta nga adto ta sa mas pobre pa noong lugar ato mangita mabalhin atong mas nakakaangat nga lugar. So mas better ang mga education na dito, healthcare. So mo ni mga positive impact. And syempre na po negative impact. Negative impact, issues communicating due to language barriers. So mo ni usa ni sa kuan kayo kay communication sa barrier language barrier kay lahi man ta og language, may daghang kay language hibaw-an. So man maglisod og communicate. Mo usa sa negative impact. Kaduha, illness due to not being able to access healthcare. Kinaaman po yung mga lugar nga ang makakuha ko silang healthcare katurang nga nagpuyo gid dito, mga native dito nga lugar, so di ka ka-access, impas. Then migrants can be exploited. So wala pa sure ka nang mobalhin ka migrate ka, di magig ka sure ana medyo sugal man gyapon na siya. Di ka sure nga maayo gid imong kuanan og exploit ka dito, di ka sweldo og tarong, di ka kanon, nabusuhon ka. Negative. Lastly, kay migrants may experience racism. So malay ito kay di man ka taga dito, lahi imong race, lahi imong nationality. I-discriminate ka, nga ay hitabong racism, diba? Mga ito, usapod sa negative impact kung usa ka migrant. Moto, positive impacts o negative impacts. And that's all.